What's up, everybody? Greg, resident boxing expert Greg here from Punchingbagskunk.com. How you doing? We're gonna talk about Errol Spence Jr. This retina tear controversy. I don't want to call it a controversy because I guess right now it's confirmed that he has a detached retina. I guess it's confirmed because initially there was some skepticism as to. Initially, there was some skepticism as to did he really have injury, but now I guess the reports that are out there now are saying that it's confirmed that he has a detached retina. But what I want to say is that there's different levels of detached retina, like severely detached retina, completely detached retina, slightly detached retina. So you got a bunch of wannabe MDs now posting video. These are boxing people. You're not a doctor, so stop giving doctor advice. I say it all the time. I say that all guys. I say it all the time about boxing. You got jackasses giving comments on boxing that don't know nothing about boxing. So shut the hell up. So same thing applies now. All you boxing pundits and you wannabe. Some of you want to be boxing pundits, and some of you just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm not going to make this a rant and hating video. Thing is, leave this to the professionals. You got some of you guys on here, supposed to be boxing guys on here, trying to give medical advice and talking about like you guys went to medical school. You didn't go to medical school, so shut your mouth. You know what I mean? Let the doctors send out these things. Let me give you a little. I'm gonna read a little bit about detached retina. What is a retinal detachment? Retinal detachment is an eye problem that happens when your retina, a light sensitive layer of tissue in the back of your eye, is pulled away from its normal position at the back of the eye. What are the symptoms of a retinal detachment? If only a small part of your retina has detached, you may have many symptoms. See, it's a small part. See, it's different levels. But if more of your retina is detached, you may not be able to see as clearly as normal. You may notice other sudden symptoms, including a lot of new floaters. Floaters are small dark spots or squiggly lines that float across your vision. Flashes of light, so you got a lot of new floaters. Because you can have normal vision and have floaters. But they're saying if you have a lot of new floaters, this could be a warning sign. Flashes of light in one eye or both, a dark shadow or curtain on the sides or in the middle of your field of vision. A retinal detachment is a medical emergency. Let's just say that. If you have symptoms of a detached retina, it's important to go to your eye doctor or the emergency room right away. The symptoms of a detached retina detachment often come on quickly. If the retinal detachment is treated right away, more of the detached retina is not treated right away. More of the retina can detach, which increases the risk of permanent vision loss or blindness. Now, the good news here is that Errol Spence Jr.'s detachment, we don't know the severity of it. That's why I'm trying to explain to somebody. I'm trying to explain that stop going overboard with this stuff because you don't know the severity of the detachment. Like you said, oh, and by the way, that source is nei.nih.gov. It's a reputable government site that's doctors is talking. That's why that's the source of my information I just read, just for the idiots that think I'm making this stuff up. So the severity of the attachment is, and we don't know that. We don't know what it is. So when you got guys like and I'm not gonna throw the names out there, but I heard that, and I just heard this, so this is kind of speculation. Read what you sold, man. I heard where Freddie Roach is saying that he should retire. Hey, look, man, let's pump the brakes a little bit, Freddie. Pump the brakes, man. Guys giving out medical, saying what, speaking on stuff they don't. You got to get all the information before you start making these assumptions and stuff, guys. Because if we don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? No one knows. I don't know. And let me tell you something. 99.9% of you guys talking about this don't know either. So you can try to sound reputable and try to sound or professional, whatever. But anyway, hey, look, and guys have came back with detached retinas. Everyone's citing the Sugar Ray Leonard. That he came back from a detached retina. Plenty of other fighters. I think people just bring Sugar Ray Leonard, but there's thousands of fighters that had detached retinas. Some with successful fights after the detached retina, and some were sad stories that actually went blind. So this is as horrible as it sounds, it's a common boxing common injury. Especially back in the day. It was a lot more detached retinas back in the day because you had the thumb. You didn't have the attached thumbless gloves. Back then you could do this with your glove. So guys was getting thumbed in the eye. You're getting a lot more eye injuries. Now you got the attached thumb. And if I'm not mistaken, I didn't research this. So don't be coming on. I'm disputing this jackass. I'm just saying. I think they implemented the thumbless gloves after the Sugar Ray Leonard injury. I know, like I said, I didn't research it, but I think that's the case. But yeah, with Errol Spence, you don't want to say his career's over because guys just came back after having detached retina. You don't want to take a chance with your eyesight. I'm not going to speculate either way because I don't know, and I'm not going to give an opinion if he should come back or if he, these are decisions that are made that he has to make. Him and his family. You know what I mean? If it's worth the risk or whatever. But of course, we wish Errol Spence all the best. I heard where he was actually saying that he wants. Now again, I don't. The source is kind of shaky, so I'm not going to stand behind that source like I stood behind the source what I just read. But they said that he had said that he wants the winner. After getting the injury, he had said that he wants the winner of the Ugas Pacquiao fight. So we don't know. But the thing is, what's irking me is all these wannabe medical experts. Where do you guys always come from? It's like now everybody's a medical expert. You know what I mean? One guy's on there talking about percolate. Well, I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but it just was funny that these guys come out of woodwork. And look, man, some of you guys got a large following. You know what I mean? It's funny. You got a large following and you're talking nonsense. I mean, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. But the thing is, all we can do is wish Spence the best. And hey, Spence, man, you got to take into account that is the risk? Is it worth the risk of fighting again? I mean, guys got the fire. They're not done fighting. They're just not done fighting. They got the fire burning. Same thing like of a guy that doesn't have the fire no more. You know what I mean? Perfect example of me. Back in the day when I was still young enough to fight, but I was kind of in semi-retirement, and people come up to me all the time and say, "Hey, Greg, when you fighting, you should fight again." And I said, "I don't think so." And you know why? Because there was no fire there. When I fought Larry King, and I tried to put my head through his head, like head, I headbutt him. Yeah, I wasn't above headbutting or fouling. Fight's a fight to me. But anyway, I almost knocked myself out. You know what I mean? So at that point in time when they was telling me to come back, I wasn't willing to put my head through someone's head with a headbutt. You know what I mean? The fire was gone. You know what I mean? So when the fire is gone, the fire is gone. So you don't know what kind of fire burns in Errol Spence right now. It might be a fire that he's not done fighting and he still wants to fight. And that is solely his decision if he decides to step back in the ring. You follow what I'm saying? And again, we don't know the severity of the retinal detachment. Like I was saying earlier, it could be, it varies. It could be a slight tear, it could be a complete tear, it could be, and like I said, the great thing about this whole situation, if you could find a silver lining, the great thing is that it was diagnosed right away. Because according to this medical source I was just reading, if you have a detached retina, the more time between diagnosis and treatment, there's a danger zone. Diagnosis here, treatment here. Everything in the middle is your danger zone. So the farther that stretches out, the more danger you are of actually having permanent damage done, which you could be in total blindness. So, with that said, man, I just want to say, Errol Spence, praise go out to my man Errol Spence, who by the way is a very, very good. You know why I always tell you guys that I love fighters that are not in bad press, that represent the sport of boxing, like they're supposed to, not doing a bunch of goofy nonsense. And Spence is one of them guys. He's never in bad press. He's in press. He had an accident, a car accident. That's press. But I'm saying, talking about bad press. You know what I mean? He upholds the sport, the right way. He represents the sport, and the way I think it should be represented. He's a classy guy, hard worker, trains hard. Solid champion. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, champ. I'm with you, man. And for all you jackasses trying to be doctors, shut the hell up. I don't care how many followers you got. I don't care if you. I'm not gonna throw the names out there because not that I care, because ain't no one whooping my ass. Trust me. But I just ain't gonna do it. But I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking to. Shut your mouth. You ain't no doctor. Oh yeah, I don't care how many followers you got. You get your little trolls coming around. I already did a video on fanboys. Not gonna start a rant. This is not the time for a rant. This is the time for us, being in back of Errol Spence Jr. and just supporting the man. Great fighter, great man. I'm with you. Punchingbagskunk is with you, Errol, man. Just get better. You know what I mean? With that said, everybody, peace out.